What's up, guys? Back again with another video, and yep, we're gonna take a look at my XRT today since it makes funny sounds and it's not supposed to make any funny sounds. So let me put this thing up on a box or a block or something that I can I don't know if I can use this or not. This is for the small trucks. Don't put it up off the bench high enough. Should probably get the big one, huh? Just barely. Anyways, this is probably good enough for what I'm trying to do here. Alright, it's not like I'm gonna try to like burn some rubber. Alright, plug this thing up, turn it on, see what is going not right. So far so good. Servo, just fine. Light on the throttle. Oh yeah, that's the problem right there. Yeah. You hear it? Yeah, I got something chewed up in there. Anyways, turn this off. And yeah, let me put the body out of the way. Let's have a little more room. That can go here. And we are going to go down and replace a couple of components that I just happen to have sitting out on my bench. Alright. I don't know if I remember how to do this. Yeah, let's disconnect the motor first, and we'll get down to the bit here. I got all sorts of stuff going on here. Alright, so this is what I'm going to replace right here. I've been neglecting to do it for a while because I had other projects in mind, but yeah, today's the day. I'm going to replace the center diff and this little jewel right here. Both of these are the hardened steel parts, as far as that guy there and this guy here. So those are going to go in, and the other ones are going to come out. So without further ado, I am going to take this apart and all right. So I'll just talk about the truck while I'm doing this a little bit. I've got GPM parts in here, along with some aftermarket aluminum parts, as I'll call them, because I don't really know who made them. So we can call it that, or we can just say, oh yeah, they came from China, which is likely where they came from. So, yep. Loosen up the motor mounts, drop the motor, and take off the belt. That's pretty easy. You know what? I just might flip my spur and pinion around also to see if I can't make this thing do standing back flips while I'm at it. So, does that one have that? Yep, that's there. That one does not have the one in it. That's odd. I don't really need it, but it would be so much better for it to be on there. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. That might be why I had this problem in the first place. One of my grub screws came out. That should be far enough. drive on, and that really makes me wonder. I'll make sure to put 2 in there, and with glue too, or rather with the, oh, come on. Yeah, this just does not want to come off. Good Lord. Yeah, that might be on there just a little bit too good. Maybe I sheared that grub screw off, and that's why I can't remove it. Because this one certainly turns, no problem. And I can see the drive shaft, so yeah, fun stuff. Let me get that other pair of pliers. Maybe I can use that instead. Yeah, I'm gonna stop messing with that for now. I'll deal with it after I got the other stuff out. Alright. Being it's disassembly, I'll use my power tool. Need that, and probably that too. Yeah, I pretty much have to take this whole thing apart to get at the center diff. Yeah, I'm missing a screw there too. I'm thinking. It's been a long time since I did some thinking. This is why I brought the 3 out. Okay, so the way I keep my, what the hell is it called? Well, it's a cover that you can get in aluminum for this thing. The way I keep it in place is I use this longer bolt, and I also have, what are they called? Offsets. Yeah, they're computer offsets, but they're 7 mil. So my wrench just happens to fit really well on it. Or rather, you know, yeah, it's wrench hex end. Yeah. But anyways, it's nice and long. It gives you plenty of purchase on the fastener. And yeah, talk about making it so much easier. That is not the one I was trying to do, but I'll take it. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Holding the one and then turning the other instead of doing both the same fastener and offset on. Oh well, that's all right. It all got to come out anyways. So I'll show you what one of these things looks like here in just a sec. I'm pretty sure I've shown it in one of my other videos, but that's all right. I don't mind showing again. It's really far in there. Let's try to not hold so many tools down and use the one you actually need. There we go. All right, so this is a an offset. This is like a 20 mil or 30 mil, something like that. Just enough. It gives you plenty of room to work with. So now why is this stuck? That's fine. It's not stuck. It's just not done being taken apart yet. All right. So when this thing is stock, it's only 4 screws that hold this cover on. 2 of them are longer, as I recall, than the other 2. So as I've repaired this thing throughout its lifetime with me, I've replaced all the hardware with stainless as I've gone along. So it just depends on what it is. Like if I replace the as I break things, I replace it with the stainless. It's just kind of a way to know that I've been there already, you know, and kind of give me a reference point. So boy, I'm almost there, just like that. All right, come on, you long screws. So I'm pretty sure it's 2 long screws in the back and then like 2 short ones in the front on the stock. But this is not stock, obviously. Okay, so removing that cover allows me access to one of the parts that I think is chewed up, if I can remove it. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit of loud noise here. I'm going to pop this screw out. Yes, I know, shame on me for using my my tool as a punch, but there are worse things, and I wear these tools out a little bit more frequently than I would prefer, so that's why I don't mind using it as a punch, because it's already on the list of being to be replaced. Oh, come on, there we go. Oh yeah, it got chewed up. That's all right. That's just kind of where the territory I'm in, which is uncharted, mind you. You know, I don't think there's a whole lot of people that are out there doing some of this stuff. Yeah, that's not nice at all. That might be stuck on the shaft too. Well, I don't know if you all can see that. That's all sorts of worn on the inside, but yeah. Here's the replacement, the new one. These are the same parts, mind you. So I chewed up the steel parts for some reason. Okay, so looks like my culprit is a failed bearing. Yeah, looks like it tried to explode, but it came off instead. Or is that off the other end? Yeah, that's off the other end. So that one was doomed to fail. Time to look on the inside. Oh, there's the culprit right there. And I got one chewed up tooth. Oh, a whole lot more than one. Oh, yeah. Hold on, I gotta get my magnet. It just happens to have a room. I got another task for my magnet, beyond the one I'm about to use it now for, so. Yeah, that's not good. There's two of the teeth. So nice. Alright, I can't remember if I literally have to take like the whole end apart to get that out or not. Alright, it's best to just get to it. I'm not trying to like spend all day on this. I'm not trying to do it fast either. I'm gonna do it and that's it. So this should be the second time that I've done this on video, but I'm gonna make sure to take my camera and put it up a little bit closer when I get down to the biz. So yeah, this is supposed to be that center diff replacement. Well, it's a swap. It's not even a replacement, it's a swap. So I fixed that one because yeah, I blew up one already, and I knew that I was gonna have to do this because I've changed the parameters for the car, because yeah, I like a nasty fast car, and yeah, that's what I pretty much have, so long as I need a little bit more room here. Yeah, I definitely need more space, especially when I'm working on a larger car. I'm fine. Do I have a shock blowout too? No, it's probably just mud. I don't think I have to take this off. Yeah, that's the battery thing. I don't have to take this off. So sorry, I'm having to catch up with myself on what I need to remove to take the rear end off. Not quite sure how many times I've done this. Might be 3. Oh, I need that to go with that. That definitely needs to be cleaned out. I'm half tempted to put that aluminum cover on, but this cover hasn't worn out yet, so don't exactly need to replace it yet. But I have it. You know, it's another one of those pieces of bling for whenever you have the thing stopped. But that doesn't exactly help a whole lot, you know. I'm not sure why I even got it. Okay, so that is for the wing. There's the other part of the bearing. Yeah, I'm going to replace that bearing. And if I don't have it on hand, I'm going to leave it open, and then I'll go get them bearings from the RC shop, which I'm pretty sure I have everything on hand. That's a pretty common bearing size. I think that's a 10, 4 or 5 inside diameter and then a 4 mil thickness. But I won't know unless I measure it, because a millimeter is just small enough that it's a mistake I can easily make. All right, oh, that's kind of close. Yeah, I have a feeling I have to take off the whole top end of this thing. Which I don't mind. It's fun. Maybe I won't. I won't have to take it down real far, but I do have to take off the shock towers, so which means the shock's got to come off. Meh. Okay, no big deal. Yep, got to backtrack. And I need that other, I'm going to need a punch, just a nice skinny punch like the 1.5, because that's what will get the pins out. My 2 might work. It might be small enough. I think the 1.5 is what I prefer because I know it goes through. Yeah, the 2 is too large. Even broken tools still have life after they're broken. This is now a pin removal tool. Cool, right? Yeah, I know. It's kind of dumb. I should not have broken this. And that's what happens when you force your tools and or force your fastener. Yeah. Yep. Put too much torque on it and broke it became. Alright, I need something to support that underneath. That's rude. Come on, Dan, you got something right here. I'm gonna X-Max tire, that'll work. Or I could use one of those fancy Nancy stands that I, bought. That's always good too. I'll use this one, the skinny one. Yeah, I've got through a lot of adventures just for the mechanic aspect of RC cars. And this one specifically, I've done a lot of repairs to it. I've replaced a lot of things on it. I'm still rocking a lot of the original parts. So I'll give Traxxas some good credit for that. We're going to give a shout out to Do RC. He turned me on to these Knipex pliers, which have no grip on the jaws, so you can pull out pins without leaving a mark on them, which I thought to be very handy. Hey, look at that! It came off. Alright. Almost down to the biz. And I probably should replace this part. I don't know if I have one on hand. That's alright. I'll show you. It's busted, but it's in such a place it doesn't kind of matter. Do I have to undo that too? Yeah. Oh, right. That's right. Now it It's kind of nice that on the X-Max and XRT, there are, it's all like 2.5. There we go. On the fastener size. So it's kind of nice, kind of big, chunky. All right, magnet time. Actually, time to bring you guys up close. All right, so fair warning, y'all are coming off. All right. Okay, so this is the part that I neglected to show last time, and that was taking it apart and then showing the internal. So I don't have anything special in here. It's all regular parts. So what failed here is the Traxxas monkey metal, as somebody else has called it, part, right? So yeah, that's all that failed here. My steel part didn't fail so much as it just took a beating because it continued to be run after the fact. Sorry, yeah, so I just sent it, and like everything else seems to be just fine. Matter of fact, let's see if I can, yeah, I think I might be able to slide it out this way. Yes, I will have to remove some more before I can pull that out. But anyways, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna put you all back on the thing. Put you back in focus on what's going on. Boy, I must be really off camera. So sorry. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it for there. Can I finagle this out of here? I'm pretty sure I cannot. I have to do, like, there's something else I have to remove here before I can go any further. Yeah, I'm missing like one little thing to pull the front end off. And now it's all floppy. Yeah, what am I missing? It should just come apart. Yeah, what is missing here, Dan? Okay, well, let's keep going. Let's take it apart even further. Just don't seem like the right thing to take out. Okay. Is that what's doing it with them for? Might be. Yeah, it's so hard to remember when I've worked on, you know, a lot of cars. Most of the time this stuff is really not that bad. There we go. Alright, so the 4 bolts that are near the motor mount are the ones that allow you access to this. So I don't want to pull it too far apart, just far enough that I could pull this out. So this is really easy repair, or rather replacement. Where's that magnet? Alright, so run the magnet down in there just to get all of the ferrous particles out of there. And this will get like a lot, not all of them, a lot. And some of it's just going to be embedded in goo, and it's just going to be stuck to it, and the magnet will not pull it away unless you have a really super strong magnet. So I do it like at least twice. You know, I do surrounding areas and I look. Anywhere it can cause interference. And I check the other pieces too, because there's going to be stuff on there. It's kind of a no-brainer to just wipe it out. And you'll get rid of probably 95% of anything that ever could pose a new mechanical failure after that. And it's just going to be a little bit of excess dirt and grime. If you really want to get out there with a brush, yeah, a little acid brush action, and you can scrub it. I shortened this one with a pair of scissors, and yeah, it's basically like a little broom that I can use wherever. And yeah, so it's got a little bit of grease on it, so it kind of picks up all of the bits of trash along with it. So, and here's another thing, it's disposable. If you don't like it afterwards, you throw it away and use another one. They come in like a pack of like 250 or something like that. A lot of them in one pack. And if you want to keep using it, just wipe it off in your towel. And that's it. So okay, good enough. And take the new one and put it right on in. It's that easy. This is probably the only like real annoying bit right here, is getting that lined up. Where is it? Haha. Come on in. What's going on here? Nothing, because it's just fine. Okay. Oh shit, which way did it go? Oh, not like that. Must go the other way. And where did that piece go? Oh, right there. Okay. Yep. Check all these parts. They seem to be free moving. Now why can I not slide it back together? That's what's interfering. Yeah, so if you do it this way, you're going to have a floppy machine on your hand, just saying. It's kind of silly, but that's the truth. Why won't you slide back in there? It slid out nice and easy. I'm not sure what I'm hung up on, why it ain't moving forward. There ain't nothing there. Now that is in the way, but there ain't nothing else. What? There we go. I just needed to give it a little shake. Put this out of the way. All right, now that I have all of those things out. All right, rag. Okay, looking good, I think. Really not that big of a repair to do, so long as you got a couple of things ready to go. Yeah, having those two parts ready to go saved me a bundle of time, because that could have added easily an additional half hour to your time frame without having that ready to go. So yeah, having a diff to swap it with, that's the way to go. Either that or know that you are going to be opening up your old one to replace the ring, and then you're going to need to service that diff because it's open. I mean, like, you have that part off, you have it open, you need to service the diff, clean everything out, all that good stuff. Likely everything's good. I mean, like, that's not the point of failure for this part. It's those other teeth that I showed you, right? It's all that. That's what fails on your truck. If anything, and keep in mind, this is a 12S truck, right? That's why I chew up parts like that. So if you didn't know, now you know. Yeah, 12S system. Those are 6S batteries I showed you guys earlier. Hell, lost my train here. Nope, I need to sit down, I think, and then I put the cap back on. Yeah, there we go. But not until I do the other bit. So I need this. This is where I'm going to spend another like 5 minutes just swapping this out. That's moving, when it should not be, but that's fine because, man, that got bent up too. I need to take this off so I can beat the other part off, which I might be having to do that either way. Yeah, sometimes these things get a little bit of abuse. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna show you something. So I'm gonna support the work on both sides, and I'm gonna use my file as a punch. And this is how I'm gonna jimmy rig this out. And that hammer is gonna be not big enough. Yeah, I really must have had a bad crash. There we go. No big deal. Yeah, it don't really look pretty in there. Yeah, it might have spun around before. I think this is the same one I've been using since I first installed. How's it on there? Oh, it's a sleeve. That's right. And yep, I should be able to do the same trick on this part here. Don't worry, these are cheap 1, 2, 3 blocks. That's why I'm doing this. Yeah, my pin snapped, which I had already kind of figured that was going to happen. Yep, the sleeve is out of alignment, but that's fine. I'll use my scribe at this point. See if that hole is clear, which it was not. There was still a piece of the pin in there, and I thought so. All right, let me get my, is that still sitting down? This is right here. And there it went. Let's hope I don't step on it later. That can go aside, a new pin. And I'll save that for a rainy day. Pin just chilling here. Yeah, most of the time I got like the small parts just sitting off to the side of me in my garbage pile. Well, it's not really a garbage pile. It's more like a laziness pile. You know? That's really what it comes down to, is I'm too lazy to clean up that mess. Alright, so where the hell did I put the... Oh, right there by the hammer. Alright, so... that was probably the worst of it. Pretty bad, huh? So, being that I'm going to swap this around, I am going to try to remove this other wheel off of the motor, which it should have come off already. It's like almost there too. Almost there. I mean, like, I don't have much of anything left in there. Boy, what a pain. What pain. There we go. So whenever I pull off something like this, I inspect the teeth and all that good stuff. Make sure that nothing's gonna like mess up anything. Okay. How about we finish with that now? Yeah, I'm surprising myself. I'm like, oh, wait, no. Oh. Alright, that one goes there. I'll have them 4 go around there. 2 of which go into that upper bulkhead there. Yeah, I want to pick that up. I hate that really bad. Maybe I should put those ones in first. I'm gonna clean up a little bit first. Get some stuff out of my way, because that's what I'm doing. Is I'm fighting myself to some extent because of all these extra things that are in the way. So if I put things where they're supposed to go, odds are things will be a little bit better for me. All right. Okay, getting somewhere. Yep, not a bad repair to make. And yeah, it'll be nice to have this truck running again. This is really a fun truck to drive. Just about my favorite, I think. Just about. I mean, like, it's probably second to my 4x4 Slash. So, but as far as its scale goes, probably my favorite one. I mean, like, even over my X-Max. And my X-Max, it has, you know, it's got a slightly different setup, but it's got pretty much the same shit on the inside, you know. It's 12S. It has the same motor mount. It's got the same branded motor and ESC in it, same receiver. I mean, like, it's an X-Max, of course. Yeah, it's like the KV and the tires. I mean, that's pretty much the difference. It's not anything huge, but it is significant. It's not anything to be, you know, balking at. Right, just about there. I'm gonna have some support from the shocks here in a second, if I can get this lined up. This is like one of the annoying things, because the shocks only fit just so. Right, there we go. There is a little thing that you can slide it in there, but like, if you don't have light on it, it's not really visible. And this side's so much easier to do because it's towards the light. Yeah, not a bad repair, really. Not a bad repair to make. Like, the worst part of it is like getting it, because it's like pretty much it's an internal component, you know. I probably should not have put this on quite yet, but it is what it is. It's not like I can't drop the other thing in there, because I will be able to. It should actually be easier to install the belt and whatnot, because I have those parts off. I can add them in after the fact. Put some of this stuff away. Still got to put that bottom cover on, which I don't think I had. Yeah, I did have to take that off to get access to the other stuff. Okay, I need one of those still. It's gonna get refurbished later. That just needs to go to the side for now, because I'm not ready to cover it up yet. But we are to the biz of actually replacing the bit. So we're going to put the little one on. And I'm probably going to have to hammer it on, because it's so fouled. Because I really try to make it so that this thing cannot come off, because I don't want it to. Yeah, that thing's just mashed on the inside. What is going on? Yeah, it looks like it's just really freaking tight fitting. But that's okay. That's probably the way it's supposed to be. that sleeve getting down. Nope, that's the sleeve's on the other side. Nope, the actual drive shaft is a little bit on the messed up side, which I'm okay with that. I can live with that. Well, gee, I put a hole in my table. Imagine that. Maybe I should use my block of wood instead of putting another hole in my table. Yeah, that thing's really on there. Ow. Yeah, I have to get this on here further, otherwise it's not going to fit. And the belt won't go into alignment. Let's try using the floor. Not any better. Yeah, it kind of makes me think I need to do something else other than try to like force this in here, because if it's being forced through, it means it's probably not going to be in alignment. Well, I wonder if the 1, 2, 3 blocks are going to be able to help me out with this by being just that much more stable. A little bit of weight. Maybe so, maybe not. Maybe so. Okay, well, we'll go with that for now. Even though that was loud. And I did pinch myself. But it is on there, and the side that has the pin on it did not get damaged. So that's good. But now that won't go through there. Imagine that, because it's mushroomed out. And actually, I noticed that while I was doing it, and I wanted to show you guys that I do notice mistakes like that. I do make mistakes, you know, but some of it's correctable. Loud noises. Okay. Let's see if it fits through. If I don't drop the pin first. Almost. I need to have one more go. Or just use my file. Yep, I'm sorry. It's so boring. But the end result's going to be good. And I also am making good on saying I was going to redo this video so that y'all could see what it is to replace it. So it's probably looking at like it's going to be about an hour to do this job, depending on the damage. If it's new all the way around, you're probably looking at maybe 30 minutes. But being that I'm not doing new stuff, I'm doing old stuff, yeah, it kind of makes sense why I'm having to spend a little bit more time. I think it's just about there. Yep, just about, but not quite. But I think I can make it work though, because tight fitting is just fine. Go, and a bearing to be put on there. Just get in the bearing box right here. I have a feeling I have one of those in here. I hope. Maybe not. Maybe that's what I need is to go to the store now and get some of them. All of these other ones don't look like they're any close to the right size. I probably have that bearing somewhere in here that's in another kit or something, but hell, I don't know if I know which one to pull it from. Yeah, let's just measure it. Yeah, it looks like it's a 10.54. I want to know that internal diameter more than anything else. Yeah. It's actually a 6 mil, which makes sense. So I need a 6 mil bearing. I bet you I do not have one of those right now. It's alright. Trip to the stove, I'm sure. Yeah, it looks like I got 4 and 5, but not a 6. And if I do have it, it's like I got an outside diameter that's bigger. Oh, shit, that might be right there. I'm feeling that's too big. Yeah, that's too big. It's like 2 mils too big. That's supposed to go back there, isn't it? No, this is not gonna fit back there. Yeah, just not even. That's just not even the bearing that fits back there. So I'm gonna check this one, see if it spins. If it spins, I'll use it and I'll lubricate it and then put it back together. But honestly, because the outer wall came off, it makes me not want to use it. I'll go to the store later and get one. Because yeah, this is sealed bearing, you know. That should be sufficient grease for that tiny little set of bearings that are in there. Yeah, and I have no real way to seal this up properly because they're actually sealed with like a rubber compound so that they essentially are good for pretty much forever. I mean, like, well, for their lifetime is more specific, but which there is a set time, but it's based on usage, if anything. And I'm not going to put this back in here yet without tightening up those screws in there. Let go, magnet. And no, I'm not going to put goop in there because it's already super tight. Yep. And I'm not going to put a grub screw in there because why add an extra potential failure point? So let's not. Like this. All right. And this should just fall right in there, nice and easy, which it does. And it indexes just fine. There's clearance on this other side, which is good. I can put this lid back on. Yeah, so this cover I'm putting back in, yeah, I have an aluminum one, but like, why? What's the point? The other one's working just fine. Yeah, a pair of tweezers is kind of helpful from time to time, being that I have fat fingers. Yeah, we're getting somewhere now. It's pretty much finished putting all the, or connect the motor back up and put the wing back on, and that's pretty much it. I'll put the undercarriage cover back on too. Yep, all sorts of fun stuff. Yeah, typically I don't like to use my hammer on things, just so you know. It's only when like it's gonna need it, and you know, typically it happens with older parts, not new ones. And I experience all sorts of different sets of circumstances because I build custom RCs. So there's that. There we go. There's the 3. All right. I'm gonna have to find another screw because one of them was missing. Which, that's not the end of the world, but okay. Yeah, I can wait to put it on. And conveniently, I have a whole box of them right here. So I want one of them. Okay. Forgot which ones could go where. Almost there. Almost there. Supposed to go to? What did I do to myself? Oh, that's what I did to myself. I left some of the chassis bolts out. That's no big deal. That would be all of them. And all that's left now is to put that last spur. Actually, that's not the spur. It's the pinion. That's the pinion. It's horribly over toothed. It's got to be like 2 to 1. 2 to 1. Maybe more. I don't even know how many teeth are on this. I forget 100%. Let's see if I can get this thing on here. 1 and 2. Okay. Yeah, I may have to take this thing totally out to put this thing back on, which I'm going to do that. That would be a lot easier at this point. Yeah, I didn't exactly think I was going to be switching the spur and the pinion around, but I'm going to get some seriously interesting effects with this. It's probably just going to be absolutely insane. I think the other way is like conservative. And it actually is really mean that way too. It goes 55 plus miles an hour. No problem. You know, drives real nice, real nice. Got the Gravix belted tires on it from Traxxas, which I have yet to burn out. Now with the ones that are on the X Max Ultimate, those belted tires, I've blown a set of those up, and they're Gravix tires also. So it kind of threw me for a loop to see that. You know, that even happened. All right, now I need to pull it out. Okay. There we go. Yep, I'm gonna give it a little pepper. Don't tell me that I just broke. No, I didn't. Good. It just surprised me, that's all. Okay. See if I can get this lined up. That's not good either. Why is that moving around so much? Maybe I do need to replace that cover, because this is moving around way too much. It is like wallered out bad. Yeah, I have to check on that. Yep, looks like that might be what's going on now. Oh, I'm going to pull that out. Nope. I'm going to take this cover off and look at it again and find out why I'm having any type of wobble underneath this cover, because I should not. Yeah, my guess is it's the bearings are blown and I need to replace those. that bothers me. Bothers me a lot. A lot. It should not be wobbling around that much. Maybe it's because this bearing is the wrong one. Well, I am going to get myself some more bearings from the RC store. So I'm going to button this up in a halfway fashion. I don't know. I'm just going to button it up and run it. I'd rather not, because I don't want to burn up another like $100 worth of gears. Yeah, I think I'm either going to have to shim this or use different bearings. Yeah, I think I'll use different bearings, but I'll go through the motions here, putting it back together, and I'll give it an on with power and let y'all see it spin up a little bit. Like, it'll work, but I'm not gonna like run it hard. I have to replace those bearings, and I don't have them on hand, which makes sense. That's typically what happens with me. Is like, if it ain't one thing, it's another, and I'm always ordering parts. Yeah, I probably order, I don't know how much a day, but it just depends on what's broken and what I'm deciding, or what I'm going to repair in the following days. You know, I've had these parts sitting around for I don't know how long, and I'm just now getting around it. Yeah, it's just the way it goes. I got life that happens. I got other things that I take care of, you know. Don't get me wrong, RC's life, right? RC is life. Nobody? Anybody? Everybody. Right, so as with anything, you know, I have my stuff to take care of, and yeah, I don't just fix RC cars, you know. I'm a mechanic of many other different colors. RC is what I do in the time now. Yep, pretty much there. Pretty much there. Set the tension on the belt, and yeah, plug it up, turn it on, and that's it. Yeah, depending on how it sounds, I may leave it. by using this configuration, I think I can do standing backflips with this thing. We'll see. If I can, I'll do a video on it. I need to find a different fastener for this too. As it uses this 3 mil and it's in a weird spot and I can't quite use my wrench the way I want. Is that it? I think so. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. Sorry for the long video, but that's just kind of the nature of the beast when you're doing deep repairs like this. You know, it takes time. Like, I can open it up and then show you what I got and save, you know, half an hour of time, but that's not what I'm about. You know, I want you guys to see those things because you guys might get something out of it, and that's why I do it, you know. All right, we're gonna stick the, there it is. Okay, ready, aim, fire. What? What happened? Well, that's kind of weird. Oh, that would be why it's weird. It's the wrong remote! Yeah. Yeah. Now it'll work. Yeah. That was about a quarter throttle there, fellas. Anyways, it works. I'm probably going to revisit the cover and the bearings, but that's about it. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you on the next one, and thanks for being here. Bye.